Hey guys, Spathy here, spectating match number 2 of Motu versus Wimk. This is, looks like Dune C. I'm gonna go ahead and check people's loadouts again just to see if anybody's changed anything up from game 1. This is actually part of the group stage. I don't think I mentioned that last time. So it's a group stage and it goes to like playoffs after that. So should be interesting. Our team is also in this tournament, although we are on the other group. You're not in this group, so we won't be playing either of these teams in any of our matches. So let's get started. Looks like all the Motu guys have already spawned in. It looks pretty much the same as last time. Sonic Completer this time. Doxus Thermal is the same as he ran last time. And it looks like they switched up who had Ion, I think, or something. A lot of Scam Pulses on their team. And Cooling Cells. We got Cycler and Pulse. Cycler. There's going to be a lot of Cycler, unfortunately. They've got a lot of Stinger Pistols, and I didn't get to see what the last guy had. Let's see what he's got real quick. Flash and Doxus. Yeah, I think it looks like they got 3 Stinger Pistols. That's quite a lot. Not sure how I feel about that. Not for Drop Zone. I like it in Cargo. But anyway, Motu has control of this pod currently. They've got a pretty decent setup right now. They're watching Undership and they're watching Longside. They got Baby Weapon close to the pod. I assume their partners are the same, so it's Fupa and Dace. The nice thing about these rules, at least, the fact that there's no shields, is you don't have to play quite as close pod as you normally have to, which also is going to make it a lot harder to contest these pods. So that's why I'm not sure how I feel about the shield ban. Like, you have to kill these players if you want any chance at getting this pod, and you're not going to be able to get this pod very easily if they're, you know, behind cover and stuff. So, I mean, that's another reason why so many people are running grenades, but grenades are also at the same time kind of restricted, because like you saw how Dragon just kind of jumped in there and tried to cap that. Well, he had 2 players just shooting him, and you're not going to have cover against 2 players using this pod. Like, 1 player, yeah, you can use the pod as cover. 2 players, no, not going to happen. But anyway, we got 2 MK members pushing up on the side. We got 1 on balcony and 1 far side. I guess they're kind of just probing all kind of sides at the moment, see if they can find a weakness. But they got 2 picks here. Leiko's going to be able to sneak up on Baby Weapon here, finish him off, and they're going to grab control of this pod. Good partner spawn there, Leiko and Dark Dragon. Blaze is being annoying up front. Hopefully if he gets taken out though, he'll be able to respawn. Although, yep, it looks like his partner's still alive. Trying to hold back the opposition here, although he does decide to just spawn on the other side of the map anyway. So good picks there. Notice they got 2 picks. They've got 1 member left, and they're gonna get control of this pod. Even just one of those players on the pod. Like, you notice how fast he died while just trying to cap it. I mean, just without shield, you gotta be really careful on these pod caps. So Baby Weapon flanking these guys. Nice kill there. Blaze, nice cycler kill right there. But, you know, I think he might have to go for this. And he's going to have a hard time with 3 members there. He's just not going to have time to contest, especially with Duko up top picking him off. And that's going to be pod number 2 for Motu. So next pod is going to be way out on the other side of the map. Wimk kind of the advantage getting over there. And they've got 3 members already there. 4 members already there. And they're pretty much set up at this point, so they've got middle covered. They got a guy on the balcony. Motu are going to decide to take the ship and drop down on top of them. Although it looks like only Dace actually does that. Blaze kind of surrounded at the moment. I don't know if he actually knows if he's surrounded. And Dace just deciding to jetpack way behind them. And it doesn't look like Wimk know he's there, or choosing to ignore him. But see, he's being very patient. He's not actually going for the pod right now. He's got time. They just need to take out these Wimk members that are left and push up and just safely cap the pod. Notice he didn't just kind of just charge in, worried about the timer or anything like that. He just kind of took his time, applied pressure from behind, and did a really good job there. So Motu are in a really good position right now. Dace and Fupa working well together there to take out that Wimk member. And Blaze kind of just jumping in there, but luckily he's got this Dune he can use as protection. But unfortunately they don't have too much time. This is going to be the second pod cap. The timer is going to be a little bit shorter, so they have to pretty much get a pod cap here, especially since the pod just caps so much quicker. And they're not going to be able to get it, unfortunately. Their defense is just really solid this game. Actually, in both games, for the most part. Been very solid. So this is the bane of most teams right here. This middle pod. Generally, this pod just flip-flops so often that usually a second pod is even going to drop down before anybody decides to get this one, or is able to get this one. He's actually getting shot through the tarp there. And you'll kind of notice this one's going to flip-flop a lot, more than likely. So Blaze gets the recap. Fupa is probably going to get another recap here, although choosing to go for the player kills first. Not a bad idea. Not sure where the other two Motu members are right now. We just have Dace. Oh, it looks like they changed partners, actually. The Dace is trying to get a partner spawn, I think, right now. While applying pressure. Good flank by Baby. Although he's getting flanked as well. Still manages to get the kill. And there we go. Motu control the pod. Notice they don't just rush in. Worried about getting the timer. Kind of like Blaze there, where he just like, I'm gonna get the pod! And just dies in the air. It's like, you don't need to rush. Take your time. So here we go. Good solid defense. Duco applying pressure, slowing them down. Baby and Dace here, using good cover, knowing where the enemy is spawned. So, Wimk trying to push out, but they're just taking so many blaster hits. A really, really good recap there by Dragon. I really didn't think he was going to be able to get that. Really well done. And this is Wimk's chance. They can take out all these players, although they're going to probably get a reset. Nope, yep, they're going to get that reset. We just got the line of attrition here. And it looks like Motu is going to come out on head here. Or on top, rather. Dragon still being a nuisance back here. Ooh, gets disruption rifled. Good choice going up top here. Blaze is probably just going to drop right in. No idea where the Motu guys is, and he gets a recap. That was kind of surprising there. And then just look how easily Duco just gets a recap as well. This pod, especially without shields, is just a nightmare. Although it's probably easier to hold this pod when shields are not allowed. But there we go. 1K with the recap. 3 members here. Getting messaged again.
Imperials are taking that escape pod.
And then as quickly as it's taken, it's just as quickly taken back. Let's see if Motu get a good setup here. I don't remember who Dace's partner was. I think it's Baby Weapon this time. Yeah, it looks like Baby Weapon's playing pretty far back. He's playing undership, which is a good idea here. We've got 2 MK outside, and here comes the next drop pod.
Move on that location and capture it.
Fupa deciding to play really close to pod, getting really nice kills there, but Dragon... Oh, and he gets them. That's going to be a pod cap for Motu. See how hard it is to contest this pod when Fupa is just sitting here using cover. He's got Ion Grenade for one of those free kills. Just really well done there. It's so hard being the aggressor with these rules. Even in general, it's hard to be the aggressor, but with these rule sets, I think it's even more difficult to be the aggressor. So, currently Motu are on game point here. They're definitely ahead on kills at the moment, which is definitely contributing to their 4-0 lead at the moment. And they're just playing really well as a team, I believe. We got all 4 players pushed up so far, because like you don't need to be near the pod. When shield's not a factor, like any of these players can just turn around and like get a kill on somebody on the pod. But here come 2 MK from up top. They're gonna get a flank here. Blaze, nice recap. Dark Dragon kind of saves his life there. Hopefully Blaze can get a partner spawn. There we go. Nicely done. And we kind of got a 2v2 going on right now, but Baby Weapon's gonna get the reset. Dark Dragon gets killed from pretty far away by Duco. And once again, pod is going back to Motu. They've kind of got a nice little line set up here right now. They know where Wimk is coming from. So they just kind of spread out, and they can just kind of team fire them down. So unless the Lako or Dark Dragon can get here pretty quickly, this game is going to go to Motu. So, thanks for watching, guys. I will see you next time.